Hello everyone, welcome back to the TJOmega channel for day 1, 2, 3, 4 of our daily content grind. And it is a Monday, it is time for a news roundup, and as always with a news roundup, we are starting with only the biggest, most important, most earth-shattering news of the week. My friend Redclaw is getting a plushie made. Or he's trying to get a plushie made. He still needs, as of this recording, still need, what, 26, how's my high school math? 26 more supporters. And how this works, you pledge $2 today, or within the next week. You have 6 days, 17 hours to go. And if this gets funded by the time that timer is up, then we get a plushie of my friend, like a big fluffy T-Rex plushie of him. It is going until, like I said, 6.5 days left you have, but you are not going to get charged. You'll get charged $2 up front, and the rest will not be charged until May 28th. So you have until May 28th to have $30 spare to have this plushie in your possession. I really want this to get funded, not only because Red's a good friend. He's a friend of the channel. He was the one who popped in to tell me about how accurate dinosaur transformers were in beast mode. But also, right now, as of this recording, he's under the knife. And I think it would be a really, really cool surprise that once he comes back home and he's like back and he's on the mend, if this is all funded and he knows that he's going to get a little plushie of his character. So, go. The link is in the description. Go pledge. Go get this T-Rex plushie for yourself. Anyway, on to what you tuned in for, the Transformer news of the week. And that starts with something that literally came up like a few minutes ago. So, this is Studio Series listings for, well, amongst other things. We do have one package refresh, so apparently we are still getting package refreshes from time to time, but in some cases that's okay, because it's a refresh of Leader Class Snarl, who was really hard to come by for a lot of people. That's fair. But the other new listings we have a Last Night Nemesis Prime on the way, so of course that's going to be the most recent Optimus Prime that we've seen, the new Age of Extinction Studio Series, probably with a few retools and darker plastic and purple eyes. I'm not gonna tell, guys, the live-action Nemesis Prime sucks, but they kind of have to do it. But the more exciting ones. So we're getting a Leader Class Astrotrain in Studio Series. My fingers are crossed this is not just a repaint of the Siege toy. And now, a repaint of the Siege toy with a clean deco, that would be nice. I wouldn't mind that, but at the same time, that is, like, the Siege toys are very quickly becoming dated because of how, like, heavily detailed and greebled they are, and let's be honest, the Astrotrain mold, not really that great at conveying Astrotrain. Like, I could really use a much cleaner, tighter vehicle mode. Actually, both vehicle modes could be a lot cleaner and tighter. So I'm hoping it's a brand new mold. I'm not expecting a new mold. I'm expecting a repaint, maybe some retooling to clean it up a little bit, but I'm not getting my hopes up on this one. The Soundwave, however, we are getting a Studio Series Leader Class Soundwave. Doesn't that make you feel good about all the Soundwave molds you've been buying? The Legacy reissue of the Netflix version, the multi-pack from Japan. Don't you feel good knowing there's another Leader Soundwave on the way now? And here's the kicker. Evan has stated that if they do a Studio Series 86 Soundwave, it would be a new mold. That's the scary part, because, again, he comes from Siege, because the original because it is a retool from the Siege version. There, I mean, even in the most recent releases, there is some residual engineering from that previous iteration. Not my preference, not what I'm happy about. But I would love a clean one. I would love one that is like nice and animation accurate, which seems to be what their goal is. So now it's in the listings. Means we're still probably a few months away from actually getting to see what they are cooking. But hopefully we will know more soon. It's an exciting little trio of and Snarl. We also have rumors out of Masterpiece, and this comes from a credible source. Let's see, hang on, let me see. A name I cannot pronounce because it's in Mandarin. But this is from someone over at Baidu, and this is the machine translation. So there are new listings, new rumors for what upcoming Masterpiece toys there are going to be. And these are exciting listings, interesting listings. So let's get the small ones out of the way. MPG 18 is supposed to be a green crane, which means hauler. So just a straight up repaint of Grapple, I assume, which is kind of a letdown. Hauler is a nothing character. The fact that he's getting a Masterpiece just seems like an excuse to just run the mold again. Okay, whatever. The Nucleon Quest Optimus Prime is number 16. It's the one in the middle, number 17. Number 17 is either Masterpiece Jazz, who is very, very long overdue, or, interestingly enough, it's Optimus Prime 4.0. According to this leaker, Optimus Prime 4.0 is actually not a project. The real situation is that the design has been completed and the sample parts are also available because the role of Optimus Prime is very important and the iteration of this toy is relatively rigorous. Optimus Prime 3.0 has been regarded as a masterpiece, whether the launch of 4.0 meets the preferences of its players is now a fan for the time being. This is weird. In the grand scheme of Transformer releases and the fact that like Masterpiece still has a lot of major characters it hasn't done, Optimus Prime getting another one after 3.0 is kind of insane. I understand always wanting to have Optimus Prime. He is always going to be your biggest seller. But a lot of people regard 3.0 to be perfect. There really is. What other direction can you go in? I feel like MP10... Optimus Prime 2.0. I feel like that's such a perfect iteration of a toy-based Optimus Prime, whereas, 3.0 is a perfect iteration of a cartoon-based Optimus Prime. I don't know where you go from there. I'm genuinely confused. What do you improve upon from that toy that looks, about as flawless as you could manage in both modes? Also, I don't know. This has me really, really curious. It's Masterpiece rumors. They're very few and far between. Like I said, this one has been credible in the past. I have no idea why they'd be running another Optimus Prime other than Optimus Prime makes money. But we will have to wait a long time to see because Takara is just kind of like... Takara keeps these things very close to the chest. Probably going to be a long time before we get any idea of exactly why they are doing a 4.0. Let's speculate a little bit more. So we finally have some visuals for Transformers Cyberworld. A little bit of info. The image you see has been, I believe, AI upscaled, but is not AI generated itself, but it does give you an idea of the direction they are going in. There's our bull-armored Megatron, our Optimus Prime with wheels on his arms. Bumblebee has completed his transformation into a Prowl retool. Now he has the traditional Autobot hood forward chest, which I'm not terribly happy about. And then Grimlock's doing something completely weird because now he has a T-Rex for a right arm. And that just kind of makes me wonder, okay, so you're trying to make your T-Rexes all retool into Beast Wars Megatron now. Okay, we're doing that. So that said, aside from this imagery... we do know that there is reveals coming very, very soon. Saturday, February 1st is the Nuremberg Toy Fair, where Cyberworld is apparently going to be released, or at least announced for the first time. Apparently, we are actually going to be able to actually see these things, which is cool. And even if they say, like, no photos, no anything, they're going to. They're going to. You'll see photos of it somehow. But I'm super curious. They also mention, and here we'll go to this one, for like the official information. Okay, ready for the rundown. Since their creation, Transformers have encouraged and inspired kids across the globe to use their imagination and create inventive worlds for the transformative vehicle soldiers to fit within. It's been their calling card for years, and it's only increased as toys have evolved into true mechanical wonders. Now Hasbro's kicking it up a notch with the release of Cyberworld, a fresh, stylized toy line visually inspired by mecha anime. That's already an interesting direction, we've had like mecha anime inspired Transformer designs in the past. Hello, Star Saber, how you doing? But how this relates to like modern mecha anime, that's the curious part. Where Transformer bots of all kinds get dropped into one combined world made of diverse regions. So, I don't know. That's literally dropped in like they're all in some digital world, kind of like a dot hack situation. I guess for you, newer anime fans, Sword Art. It's the same concept. I don't know if that's what the Cyberworld part of it means, or if they're on a new planet or something. It seems like they're trying to create a toy line where they can kind of just pull from whatever they want for Transformers and just come up with like crazy new things, which would be fun. Let's see. The one mentioned in here that kind of worries me. Since this is a major release, Hasbro is going to be premiering it at this month's Nuremberg Toy Fair, which where the toys will be revealed alongside an upcoming YouTube series. Now, we knew this was replacing Earthspark as the cartoon-based toy line for Transformers, but to this point, we just knew it was going to be a cartoon. This is a YouTube series, so I don't know if this means that like there is a YouTube series attached to these, like the current the shorts they've been doing. The stop motion ones for Transformers 1, or if the animated series really is just going to be on YouTube, which would be a weird direction to take it. I do know there are a lot of toy lines like Tobot that kind of depend on either airing their stuff only on Amazon or YouTube. But this is not something Transformers typically does. This has me a little bit concerned they don't have a television partner for this one. I don't know if that's Hasbro cheaping out or just there really aren't really good prospects of it. Kids TV stations and cartoon channels, they're kind of on a downswing. Cartoon Network's kind of collapsing right now. Things like that. So we'll see. I'm going to take this to be optimistic. I'm looking forward to seeing the toys. We do not have long. Like that toy fair starts tomorrow. And apparently, February 1st is when the reveal stuff happens for Transformers. So we will sit back. I will have all the updates for you when that drops later this week. Let's move on to something that is hopefully quicker, because this has already been quite a long news roundup. We have new images for the upcoming Star Convoy. I'm always going to call it Star Convoy. I mean, I've been that's been baked into me for a long time now. And yeah, it's just this one focusing more on the shots of the base mode, which is pretty much typical of what you would expect out of this. I think the most impressive thing is the fact this base mode works and he still has full articulation. That's the thing. I've never been a fan of this base mode. It just looks like the shrine of Optimus Prime to me. But it is cool that it retains all the original functionality, and that transformation elements do let it be a little bit more solid looking. In particular, like a gunner station transformed out of the head. That's something at least. Yeah, the base mode has never been thrilling to me. But showing off the compatibility with the trailers, our Micromaster Hot Rod does fit inside. We saw the comparison images to Hot Rods, and the previous core class are about the same size. So like, it's called a Micromaster Hot Rod, but it's actually core class, which is cool. Yeah, this just looking like a really, really nice figure. There's nothing more I can really say about it until an actual collector gets their hands on it to really mess around with it and tell us how it is. But from the photos, yeah, it looks like it's going to be pretty special. I'm looking forward to this one a lot. If you need an Optimus Prime that isn't $150, then we have a brand new Studio Series Deluxe Optimus Prime based on Transformers Devastation coming out. This is going to be another A-Series figure, which means it's going to pollute your store shelves for the better part of a year. You will have no problem buying and obtaining this toy. The in-hand reports I have heard of this toy is not the best. So, like, and yeah, maybe I could see why a little bit here, because it is very different than a standard Optimus, which I think is good. And yeah, honestly, the robot mode looks really, really nice. Like, the proportions are really, really good. I believe we have Yeah, the smokestacks come off again, which is a safety thing, but they make accessories out of them now. Okay, yeah, see, like, compared to that, like, I know people are, like, already complaining about the wheels stuck in his back, but, like, yeah, that's been a thing. That's been a thing. Like, that doesn't bother me too much. Size-wise, it's nice to see that he is a good bit taller. That's my one criticism of that, that toy-based Optimus, is he really didn't need to be that short. He could have been a little bit taller than that, a little bit more satisfying in hand. Yeah, but, like, looks like it's got decent level of articulation. Looks like it's doing a good job of what it's supposed to do, which is represent him from the video game. Could have hidden the head better. Could have hidden the head better. That part I think I would have liked. But, oh well. Take a drink of agua, because it is dry in here today. Yeah, I'm not sure how I feel about it yet. Like, I definitely want to pick it up and see how it is. You know, okay, nice to see it's the same size in vehicle mode. That's interesting. Yeah, it just looks like a nice little desktop Optimus Prime. So, like, I'm definitely gonna have it in hand at some point. I am gonna pick this up, so I'll let you know what I think about it then. But it doesn't look too bad from what I see. I just heard from, like, early adopters that, like, it's got flaws. So we'll see how bad those turn out to be. We also have in-hand shots for Studio Series Scrapper. Just to let you guys know, none of this is stolen, by the way. Apparently, Age of the Primes has already shown up in, like, South Asia, like Indonesia got it. Weird. It's kind of a weird place for a first sighting to be, but good on you, Indonesia. Because these are already in box and being released in other parts of the world, I am eyeballing those May release dates that I have on all my pre-orders and going, no, it's not. No, it's not. By the way, if you pre-ordered Age of the Primes, brace yourself, because some of mine, like Megatronus, did have their release date on my pre-orders bumped up to, like, imminent. My one for the Fallen got bumped up to January, which, you know, it's getting late in the day for January, but the fact that it got bumped up at all is a little bit exciting and concerning at the same time, because that's a big wave of stuff that's about to hit me. That said, the Scrapper is looking pretty nice. Now, it is, you know, fairly basic because, you know, Scrapper's got to be the leg, so a lot of the engineering has gone into making him a secure leg. But just as a standalone robot, looking good, looking good. Remember, this is a Voyager. It's going to be a very small, dense Voyager because of all the extra engineering to be a leg with, you know, like, stable foot, ankle articulation, etc. So, take it for what it is. We're just going to have to suck it up and spend a little bit more on some of these guys. But hopefully the resulting Devastator is going to be worth it, because it looks like it might be. We also have more in-hand shots of the Age of Extinction Optimus Prime. This will probably be the last time I show off photos of this, because there's really nothing more we can really see from these, other than continuing to take looks at the plastic color and just going, I'm not sure if that gray works or not. So yeah, just quick little example just to show you. Yeah, there's more photos out there. I'm not going to hang on this for very long, because A, this news roundup's already approaching 20 minutes. We still have a few more to go, and I'm not terribly thrilled with how that toy's turning out. So we'll just move on to more Swapticons. So this is the 5-pack of them that's coming out, so that you have one box that can do all the stuff right away. And it's an interesting one. So we've got Optimus Primal Ape Link, Skull Cruncher, Gator Megatron, and Scorponok. So it's entirely beast-based. And I do think putting 2 apes and 2 crocs together as your pairs, I think that's a little bit of a cheat, but oh well. It's just funny to see Megatron Gator. It's just kind of funny to see him again. Okay, so give them credit. Ape Link is actually retooled. So, like, Ape Link and Primal, they share a few detailed designs, but they're definitely not the same mold. This one is clearly based on the Transmetal version, which good on Hasbro for making, like, a correct Ape Link. Weird to see he's getting toys released at retail. My boy Skullcruncher getting one of these, which is hilarious to me. And then Scorponok thrown in because why not? Yes, and if you hadn't seen these Swapticons, yeah, it's pretty much what you would expect. They attach to the... Yeah, I can't zoom in on the photo. I can't zoom in on the photo. You connect them to the head, you twist them together, they form one solid vehicle, and sometimes you get like a full... You get like a full alligator, or you get a full truck or something. And sometimes you get cursed things. It's up to you to decide what exactly you get. But it seems like it's going to be just like, you know, silly fun toy. On the opposite end of the spectrum, if you want your serious gritty toys, then DLX is going to be re-releasing their Siege-based Optimus Prime and Megatron. Both will look really, really good, really accurate to how they looked in the Netflix cartoon series. Yeah, the detail and weathering on these things looks phenomenal. Like, if you don't mind the fact they don't transform, then you're going to have some incredibly cool looking action figures on your display shelf. These just look so, so good. Like, if all you really want is the character design. You know, let's see, you know, like, there's still people that really like the Siege design, so, you know, power to you. Like, they wouldn't be re-releasing them if they weren't really popular the first time they came out. So, I'll leave it at that. They are going to be available again if you missed out the first time. Speaking of missing out, if you happen to have a Marcus Theaters location nearby, then on March 7th through 9th, you will be able to see Transformers 1 on a big screen again. So this is probably going to be your last chance to see it at a movie theater until they do like a 10th anniversary thing or something. So go watch it if you get the chance. It's absolutely worth seeing on the big screen. And to finish us off, a new round of Transformer 40th anniversary trading cards are coming out by Kaiyu, which is a Chinese-based company. So once again, this is one of those Chinese collector things that I don't know if we're ever going to have a chance to get over here, but they will exist. And yeah, it looks like they got metal cards packed in as well, which is a neat little gimmick to throw in. And yeah, there's some fun little artwork here. Some, like, definitely, you know, some original artwork being created for these. It gets super deformed. I love watching Windblade chasing Starscream around. There's a lot of IDW love in these, clearly, which is nice to see. You got some retro G1 box art. Yeah, like more holofoil kind of stuff, because everyone wants to be Pokemon right now. Yeah, very stylized stuff, too. So, if you can get a hold of these neat little collectible things. Frankly, though I will be honest, I don't know what the little minifigures are about. Let's see. Regular boxes, 6 cards, and a little rubber figure. 5 cards per pack, 4 different rubber figures to collect in 3 different finishes. And then collector box, limited to 6,666 pieces. That's an interesting number. Print, metal card, exclusive set of toy-based cards, frame, 2 regular boxes, 1 special box. Yeah, we don't have much hope of getting these here in the US, but good luck to those who can get a hold of these. And with that, we are going to call it a news roundup. So, as always, thank you everyone for watching. Hope you are up to date on your news for the week now. And as always, thank you very much. I will see you next time.
You've been waiting a long time, haven't you? But the wait's almost over. You're about to meet the brightest star in the universe. We're going to make an impact.